people? It's Mr. Motherfucking R here today, of course, to give you guys a late ass review because I over fucking slept. I slept early, okay? I fell asleep at like 5 o'clock. I'm not gonna lie. I had a long ass day at school. I just passed the fuck out. And I watched the episodes and I was like, oh shit, I want to make a review. But then I passed the fuck out. And so now it's like 1 o'clock in the morning. So fuck it. We're making videos now. And so first, of course, we're gonna start off with Outbreak Company episode 6 motherfucking review. And I gotta be honest. This episode was mad fucking crazy. It was some weird ass shit. I cannot stress that enough. Like, this episode, oh my god. Like, fucking soccer for the win. Like, no, you ain't seen this shit before. And I doubt you ever have. And so, let's just get started with a quick little summary of this episode. Well, basically, the episode is broken down into what I like to call 2 quick parts. Basically, no, let's make it 3. Yeah, let's make it 3. 2 of which combine into one of them. But anyway, fuck it. Okay, so we basically got the fact that the school is doing good. It's 25 students, and they're getting like 500 applications, and they're getting, a lot of applications, and they project that they're going to need much more space and teachers. And so Masul is going to step in as a teacher now, and he might need a temporary maid, which leads to some judgments on, of course, the princess's behalf. And what can I say? Nigga want another big teacher. Fuck it, why not? You want another maid, nigga? Fuck it, why not? And while this is happening at the school, it is crazy, but basically, like, these kids are fighting over, like, the best types of animes, and I'm just like, yes, this is my shit. And all of the closing transitions, when they, like, before, like, scenes are separated, when it shows, like, character profiles, that's my shit. Some nigga was in this, oh my god. Oh, fuck. These dudes are bringing up my animes, bro. They are. They've been doing it since a while now, and I'm like, fuck. Like, oh my god, that's crazy shit. It really is. I never really thought they'd be bringing out my animes like that. I'm just like, yes, these niggas know their shit. I'm digging this anime so much. But they're getting into fights and arguments, and it's basically like dwarves versus elves, and they're really hot-headed enemies. And so, of course, he decides, you know what, I got an idea. His idea, of course, is to hold a soccer game. And because his idea of soccer is, like, 2 teams going at it head to head through a rough battle, and then they become friends at the end. And even the old man shows up. Yeah, I'm with you 100%. And so this game is on. It really is. It's like ding ding ding. This bitch is on. And I was like, okay, we're about to see a nice little soccer match. I'm not a big fan of soccer, like, but anime soccer, I can dig that because we usually see some crazy ass shit. But I was expecting this to be like a legit soccer game, just with maybe like a little bit extra strength here and a little bit extra strength there. Like it would have been like one of our soccer games, because of course it's a physical representation of it. It isn't like trying to do the whole anime version because it isn't mainly focused on it. I was not expecting not even 1% of what we actually got, and so I was blowing out my fucking mind. I was like, I wasn't expecting that shit at all. Like, oh my god. Like, damn. But let's get on to the third point, because it ties into the second. Okay, and the third point is basically, they get a shipment in, and in these shipments, there are more, like, stuff from Japan, like soccer balls, and apparently this girl Minori, who's been popping shots in class, and this nigga don't even get scared no more. He's like, gunshots don't scare me anymore. It's like, he just got so used to her shooting off the gun that it's like, damn. And basically, she has this limited edition fucking golden ball from some anime about 2 dudes, and she's like all over these niggas, like, yes. She's in heat, bro. Like, this, I swear to God, this girl, damn. Basically, Olivia, she sees the fucking ball, she goes fucking ape shit, she turns into like a fucking puppy. She goes after that ball. The ball's like fucking disappearing. She's like a fucking transcendent wizard with that shit. She just fucking in and out like you don't know what the fuck happened? And then you see the bitch run out in the fucking barn, like, with the ball. It's like, holy shit. Oh, you have no idea what's going on. And then, basically, it's this whole thing where the army comes out, like, they're trying to, hold down Minori, because this bitch pulls out, like, a fucking machine gun. She's like, bitch, you fucking with the wrong bitch's anime. Like, you about to go down. Pulls out the army fucking just swarms this bitch, and they put her down to the ground, and like, hold her down, hold her down. She's about to go full bloated. Like, I'm like, damn. She's about to get heated. I'm assuming that since they're using all these niggas to hold her down, she might actually be some, I mean, she is technically speaking meant to protect this dude from magic and what we also saw, fucking crazy ass strength, like fucking Phoenix fight. When you get the basic gist, the ball's dirty. She ends up giving it to Olivia. And it's, a nice little thing, but we find out that she's very key to the phases of the moon, like we already found out in the previous episode, and also moon-like objects, they just make her go wild and crazy. And so, balls are very bad around her. Then we get to the heat of the game, which is basically, well, when we're talking about the mock battle in general, that's what they assumed it was going to be. Like, oh, you put two teams, one team of dwarves and one team of elves against each other. And the way they were explaining it, and the way that, a motherfucker, oh my god. I don't even want Gallus. Fucking Gallus. Doing mad, this dude. No. Like, it was fucking hilarious. I'm not gonna lie. It's like, bro, like, you just killed the moment. Like, oh my, it's not even funny. But it's so fucking funny. It's like, damn. That was so mad. But I'll get to that later. Basically, they think of it as a mock battle. It's like, Princess, it's like a mock battle. And then the Princess shows up, and so do people to watch in the stands. And it's basically divided, like, there's a field, and then on one side there's a princess, and Masood, and all these fucking royal guards, and, of course, Gallus, and that old-ass man, like the fucking Father Time over here. This dude, he's like the wise man of the... he's her advisor, so say what you will, he's probably very intelligent. And on the other side, we got just army dudes with fucking cameras, which will come in handy later, because I got a fucking theory about these fucking cameras, just saying, and why this game was actually held down. Because when that old man came out, it's like, I support you, but you have no idea what actual soccer is. And he didn't really take it, he was like, oh, you support me, okay. But this dude, he's underhanded, I'm thinking, because the way it seemed. But anyway, just army soldiers with fucking video cameras recording, and then just a group of people, like in fucking bleachers. Game starts off, immediately, she's like, go, like, it's like, go for goal, and then this bitch just kicks it one time. This fucking ball does mad destruction. And just fucking plows through the fucking, through the fucking goal. Just goes straight through that bitch. I'm like, damn. And then, so it's easy goal. It's like, okay, we're counting that 1 point. Then the other elves come up. Fuck that shit. Dwarves out of nowhere. Fucking kick. And, like, it destroys the fucking ground. And it's like fucking craters. And it blows through. And, like, half the team is on the fucking ground. Like, I'm like, what? And then... fucking bulldozers come and they fix the field. Add a new goal, a new net, and in like 5 minutes the game resumes. Not even if that. And I'm like, what? It is just like a giant ass, like, just fucking massacre by the dwarves. They fuck up the elves. It's like 50 to 0. And fucking field's been destroyed like countless times. And this little girl, what the fuck type of strength is this? What type of... When I think of dwarves, of course, I would think of, somewhat strong, but not this strong. Like, no. But I gotta say this. Dwarves are strong, but that's physically. Elves, on the other hand, let's put it like this. These motherfuckers got 99 points in one half, while the other team got 49. which means that they were hauling ass, getting them points. But basically, the elves on the second half, they're going to be allowed to use their magic because they're getting fucking slaughtered by the dwarves. Immaculate fucking strength over here. And, oh my god. But during the, basically, when the first half ended, they all went out to eat lunch, and there's this whole scene with rice, and some was on the princess's mouth, and he was, Mizzou was like, you got something on your mouth, she's about to pick it. He was like, no, it's her job to pick it and eat it, or something like that. It's a job to pick it and eat it. And so it was like, the princess was like, okay, then you do it. And then it turns this embarrassing, like, crazy-ass, like, fucking heated moment, where this dude was, like, picking this fucking rice off her mouth and putting it in his mouth, and, like, fucking flying with fucking wings, and, like, ah! I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, no. This dude's tripping, like, oh my god. And then the princess sees some food on his face, and so it's immediate pick off right there. And then she's like, embarrassed, blush-inducing, and they're looking at each other, and it's like, oh, and like the heat of the moment, I'm like, damn, what the fuck's about to happen? Like, no, bro, not like kind of, no, like really. And then out of nowhere, fucking Gallus, oh, you got some food right here. I'm like, and you just see this nigga blush up, and I'm like, oh, this nigga killed the mood. Oh, this motherfucker. Fucking Gallus. Oh my god. And the way he did it. Oh. Fucking Minori with the BL. Look what she did. Now Gallus is like all over this nigga. I'm like, oh fuck. Because I was like, that was just, no. That motherfucker destroyed the mood. And then basically, second half resumes. Elves can use magic now. The niggas summoning like fucking arms from fucking hell. Like, yeah, just catching balls, throwing the bitch downfield, hitting hard, scoring fun goals, destroying the shit. And the best one, had to be, of course, when these two motherfuckers, they're like fucking in a fucking tornado, and then they fucking like do like this move from an anime, and like the ball's on fucking fire. And it's just coming down, like from the sky with fire just trailing off, and it turns into a fucking phoenix. And then it hits the ground. And when it hits the ground, it fucking explodes. Fucking thumbnail, my nigga. Thumbnail. Oh my, what? And you see this fucking dwarf in a fucking crater, and this nigga's done, and the ball's fucking charred. I'm like, damn. And then it just proceeds on from that to like a full out fucking war with fucking like Ezra speaking, the war's going on, you're seeing like crazy ass fucking lightning fucking falling from the sky and explosions and rocks and fucking lasers and then you see just like this giant ass group of fucking golems just walking like full body like they look like the things that they were summoning like legs and arms on, but these were the full fucking beasts, and they had like fucking spears like on some fucking Ukiora status, like no, like fucking spears of fucking energy, like yeah, and then these niggas all get obliterated in 1 second by like a flash of light. I'm like, what the fuck happened? Like, those are magical beings, right? But the fuck, how are doors using like fucking beams of light that can destroy these niggas? I don't know. It was just crazy as shit. Then everybody's like fucking done, and we got this whole scene where throughout the game, the princess and Mizul they're getting along very well. And the princess, she's enjoying this game because it's like crazy, and the teams are like fucking obliterated themselves. Except for two motherfuckers, they're fucking wobbling towards the ball. I'm gonna win because it's stuck at 99.99. Then out of nowhere, out comes fucking Elbaya, and she, but yeah, and she just sees the ball. Yeah, she starts playing with the ball. The princess gets in there, like, yeah, substitution. After all this fucking crazy ass shit happened, stop her, she's gonna hurt herself. And then she's like just fucking going down the field, just kicking the ball and shit. And then Mizzou, she's like powering up magic, making a fucking like hurricane tornado, and it's just going along, and she just fucking tries to kick it. And the funniest thing was when this bitch kicked it, because when she kicked the ball, swear to God, she like missed and she just barely tapped it, and then using like the cyclone, it just like fucking like flew out, and it just like rolled slowly in. And she's like, I got it. And now the princess and Marcel, they're like high fiving, and the crowd's looking at this, and it's like, this is a big deal. Why is that? Because the princess of a very noble family is fucking with a half elf, a very discriminatory being. That's big shit. And of course, the old man, he knew this shit was gonna happen. And what I have to say about this is, we just saw an extraordinary amount of military strength right there. They fucking destroyed this field over and over again for many points. Every point, I'm assuming that field got fucked up on one side or the other. I have to assume that. So at least almost 200 times this fucking field was rebuilt. I have to say that. At least from one side or another. There was something damaging happening for every point. I guarantee that shit. And when you think about that, and the military strength that it has, and the fact this dude, he's from Japan. And Japan might need, in the future, since they have an alliance with this nation of motherfuckers that can use magic and have enormous strength, send these niggas through the gate, like, yeah, you're our new military force, like, yeah, just fucking destroying shit. Yes. 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 And that's what I would have to say the video cameras were for, because there were multiple just fucking soldiers. They ain't moving for shit. They were staying still as a motherfucker. And they were just recording this game, and I'm just thinking, with the way this turned out, and how this old man knew, and how they're recording it, what if they use this video to show, other military generals and get the military support behind this, because they're, technically speaking, a part of, a division of the government. And they're somewhat military based and they have ties with it, but I assume that they have to report to, like, his generals and his higher-ups, and if he's like, yo, look at this. And there's a room of briefing, and, like, the president of Japan is up in there. Like, oh my god, we need these people. Like, just show a strength of what type of shit they can do there, and how this kid, he's making Japan more influential. We might one day be able to get allies with these motherfuckers and have a very strong war potential. And so that's how I could possibly see it turning out. I gotta lay that theory on it. I got to, because it's just extraordinary. It's just an extraordinary idea. Like, oh, what if they are? That would make sense, wouldn't it? I mean, this is a different sort of nation in a sense, and only they can travel there. And this fucking nation has thousands upon thousands upon thousands of fucking troops, if not like millions. Because we've only seen a little chunk of this world, like the fucking castle that they spawned at. This world goes on for many, many miles, possibly even more. We don't know. We have no idea. And besides that, so it was a big deal when Missoul and the president, not the president, the princess, were fucking slapping hands and being friendly with each other. And this dude was like, yes, this is what I wanted. No matter how you look at it, this is beautiful. And you just look at all the faces of the people, of like the soldiers and the advisor and Gallus, and none of the common people though. No, we don't give a fuck about the common people. Like, legit, like, no common people got showed at all. Like, all these niggas in the stands, they just show like a quick little glimpse of them in the beginning, like, but then they're fucking gone. I'm like, what? I don't remember these niggas. I didn't see any faces at all. Like, what the fuck am I supposed to go by? Anyway. Basically, it was a beautiful thing. In a way, he's pushing the peace between less fucking discrimination, more unity. He has a good message, and it's sort of getting through. And now the dwarves of the house had to split the prize, which was like game consoles. And so now they all got game consoles, and now they're arguing about like the sword versus the hammer, and what's the best thing to use, and in this game. And it's just, it's a half step. That's how he sees it. It's a half step. They're still arguing, but it didn't go out. It didn't go out the way he wanted it to. He wanted them to become friends at the end, but they made a little progress. And so either way, a little progress, I'll take it. Fuck it, why not? And overall, this episode just showed some crazy ass shit. Like, apparently though, from what I saw, besides like light spears and like flicking like lasers, it seems like this tornado technique along with this golem technique are very common, because all these kid elves can use it, and we've seen Missoul use the tornado technique quite a lot. And so when you take that into consideration, with that, I'm assuming that those are low level spells. Damn. Like, well, they are noble, so they could be medium level spells. But I don't see those being like ancient or high level spells. I don't. I would have to say low to medium spells, at least. I mean, low to medium, but I mean, come on. All these elves are using it, so I gotta assume low to medium. They're noble, so that's why the medium comes in. If they were common people, nuh-uh, that would have been a low ass. That would have been like lowest of low. Like, oh my god, these elves are mad powerful. Like, that's low. Then picture their high. Picture their medium. Like, their medium would be like fucking summoning a fucking meteor fucking down. Like, or like summoning a giant ass fucking titan like 50 feet, like 100 meters tall. Like damn. So I really enjoyed how we got a little bit of insight on the elves. And overall, I have to give this episode right here. You know what? I'll give it. Yeah, I'm feeling it. I got to give it 9.3 out of 10. I'm gonna give it an amazing episode. Yes. I got to give it amazing. The amount of destruction that these kids caused just was crazy epic. I did not expect that at all. I was when I heard soccer, I was expecting, okay, nice little soccer game, like, and then he's thinking of like anime soccer with like all these moves. I'm like, I don't really see that happening. I just see like like a legit little soccer game, like like you take dwarves and you put them in the fucking uniforms. You take elves, you put them in uniforms, and then they have like a soccer game. They're not fighting with swords and shields. And so I assume that they would like play it like somewhat, like beginners, but yet, it wouldn't be like over the top. No, fuck that shit. It went over the top to hell, and I was like, fuck it, why not? This is crazy. Like, yes. What the fuck? All the fucking destruction. Destruction. That's all I gotta say. So this episode here was an amazing episode. 9.3 out of 10. Smith to motherfucking R. Peace the fuck out.